All right, hey everybody, just want to do a quick tutorial on something called Flipgrid Shorts. And I think a lot of us might know Flipgrid from other assignments that we've done in the past. This is a little bit deeper into the Flipgrid app and has some really cool ideas around augmented reality. I know one of the weekly technology spotlights hit on some of these type of alternative reality pieces, and this is a really cool way to use some of the features within Flipgrid to do some really kind of fun stuff. So I'm going to start this way, and I just want to share my screen with you a little bit and show you this. So this is obviously the Flipgrid for those of you that have used it before, kind of the interface. And if you were to do an assignment, there's a couple assignments that you're going to do for me this week in Flipgrid. You have these kind of assignment pages, and the assignment pages allow you to, basically answer questions. So these are the ones that we're going to use this week on a Flip Classroom article review and a celebrations and challenges that we are facing currently within our technology world that we're living in and within this course as well. So those are the two kind of assignments that are coming out of this. But what I'd like to show you today is something a little different. It's called Flipgrid Shorts. So this is the dashboard. And if you're not sure how to get to the dashboard, let me quickly show you this. Right up here at the top is a circle. And when you drop down that circle, there will be an option for the dashboard. And the dashboard gives you the access to this set of materials, okay? So I'm gonna use my teaching school account here, and that's why I'm flipping back and forth. But here right up at the top says Shorts. Now, there's also one up here called Grid Pals, which I haven't used yet, but I think this is kind of like ePals that I referenced last week, and you could play around in that as well. But let's go with Shorts. So when you pick Shorts, what you're gonna see is a series of really, really short videos that I created. These videos can be created academically, obviously, but they can be created for fun too. I always stress that with my students. Some of this tech we can have some fun with. So I'm going to highlight way down here. And what I had is I had a class, it was a health education class, and we were doing some decision making work. And I wanted to provide them with some scenarios and then let them talk and discuss how they would handle those scenarios. So I think I had 7 scenarios. You can kind of see them here. There's 4, 5, and 6, and 7. And I'm going to reference this one here. But what happens is you go ahead and record this. So I use Flipgrid Shorts to record. Once I record, and by the way, the record button's right up here at the top. It says record a short. Once I record, they sit in here. So I'm going to reference this one. So once you open it, obviously the play screen is here. Okay. But then down below here, if you hit the share option, you're going to get a couple of options. You can get a link. You can get a QR code, you can download it, you can send it to Classroom, you can Twitter it, whatever. I like to use this QR code because I think this is something we can use for our classes. So what you do then is you'll right click on this, okay? And then you can just take that and drop it into another document. So for example, this one is here. This is the QR code that came out of this. So I took an image of the card, did this. So now I can hang this on the wall. Okay, now I have this one in English. And I want to refer back to this doc again. And so when I come back here, the one in English is here, okay, and this was my 4th one. So then if I come up here, what I did is I gave these videos to a bilingual student in my class, and I asked her to verbally translate these. And so the ones up here, so number 4 here, maybe it's number 3, I think it's number 3, is the same thing as this one, but in Spanish. And I just had my student read this, and we just kind of let the image stay. But that way I have an English version and a Spanish version. Okay, so then I bring both of those QR codes into this document, and you can see I've got 7 pages of this with a whole bunch of different scenarios. Okay, and then I can print these and hang these on the wall. Okay, which again, in a classroom setting or around your school, you think about a lot of different applications for this. You could do a school scavenger hunt. You could do it well, like I did, as some sort of make a decision. Here are 2 scenarios, make a decision, something like that. And so the hope is that we give kids a little bit of a tool to do that. Now, if you watched our intro video for this week with your Flipgrid app, you notice something a little bit different, and that was that the view is really, really crazy. It looks like it's kind of floating. It looks like it's kind of hanging out there. So I just want to show you a little bit about how to do that and how we make that work. So I'm going to do another share, and this time I'm going to share with my phone. And the phone is going to be our kind of our tool here. And so here comes my telephone. So this is my cell phone, and you can see it here. I've got it right here, same image, same everything. So I'm just going to bring up in here, I'm going to bring up the Flipgrid app so you can see it there. I can search it if I don't have it, but I have it right there. So I'm going to open that up, and you'll notice right away it says scan Flipgrid QR. You can see that red button in the middle. So I'm going to pick that. Now, when I do that, you'll see that it turns my phone into a camera. Okay, so I'm going to actually have this printed here. And so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to hang it out in front of us here, and then I'm going to run this scan over this QR code. It should just take off. Okay, so what's happening here is there it is.
So you're walking down the street and it's cold and you got a long ways to go, and you walk by this car and you notice that the windows are open, and you look close inside and the keys are on the dashboard. You got a little bit of a decision to make. 10-mile walk, you don't have a driver's license. What are you going to do?
So again, the idea behind this is to be able to give the kids a little bit of space where you just say, okay, take the Flipgrid app, take your iPad, take your phone. If you're using Chromebooks, take your Chromebook and go. Now, if you use the app, it shows up really cool like that, like it's like a floating whatever. If you use the just a Chromebook camera or a camera on your phone, it'll just come up in a web browser. It's not quite as cute, but it actually does work the same way. So I think about applications for this within a school setting. So many different things you could do with this. So you could put a math problem out on a board and then have the kids either verbally or on paper, write it out. So you would create a video. Here's a scenario. Here's the problem to do. Also, I think about students initiating these shorts. How cool would it be to make a choose your own adventure where each step of the way, there's a new QR code. Do you pick this route or do you pick this route? I think there's a lot of neat applications for this that it takes a little bit of planning, a little bit of pre-work on your part, but just once you get it set up, it's pretty done. These videos stay forever. So as you can see in here, as I share this material, these videos have been here for a while. I mean, I recorded these in 2019. They're not going anywhere. If you go back here, these are 2020. This one I did just for fun. It was for my wife's birthday. This was about 3 cheeks ago, and I was a little bit heavier, you can tell, and I had a beard and all those things. But this was a scavenger hunt that I did for my wife for her birthday, and again, all these things are just QR coded that you can print and hang around and let kids kind of explore on their own a little bit. So I'd be curious. Now, I don't have an assignment built into this this week. It's more of an exploration tool, but I could see this as a really cool way to start a hyperdoc, even to put something on your web page for information's sake. It is kind of like recording in anything else, but I love the QR code exit because it gives a quick thing to hang. And I know a lot of you are iPad places. iPads with Flipgrid make it really simple. Phones with Flipgrid make it really simple. But also if you want to just use a browser, that's fine too. Okay, so play with this a little bit. Again, no formal assignment, but I wanted you to have a good look at it so you could understand what it did. And hopefully you checked our intro video out in this format as well. Probably had to hold things a little crazy and whatever, but gives you an opportunity to see what different opportunities there are within an app. And a lot of times we get the surface of what these apps do, but digging down into the depth of them is important. So play with Flipgrid Shorts. If you're really into it, maybe check out Grid Pals as well. I think that looks like a pretty cool global connections application as well. So have a great week, and let me know if I can help you in any way. Take care.